Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my time at Sandrock. I am the little gamer and this is our playthrough of the full release. So, since my last recording session, there has been a hotfix for different glitches and the like. So I want to try the cutscene that kept glitching. So what do all these guys want? Ducks? Ducks? Ducks?
Howdy! How'd you find the latest sandstorm? Got a grain of sand stuck up in your eyelid yet? Ooh, that's the worst. But hey, looks like our Sandrock's still standing. At least that's something.
Sandstorms, nothing to fear.
So? Most folks take a lot longer to get used to them. Glad you aren't scared. But don't forget to be careful out there, alright? Sandstorms are nothing to mess around with. Hey, since you're here, let me tell you what I've been working on lately. It's got to do with sandstorms, actually. Introducing the single-action, near-perfect, and dependable weather and arid lint limiter, also known as the sand wall. Once installed in your home, it'll be your last and only line of defense against the worst flying sands of the free cities. Yeah, okay. It's basically just a regular wall to help keep the sand from a storm out of your yard with the press of a button. But, whatever works, right? Anyway, the prototype is almost finished. I've sent some of my diagrams over to Mia and say, you want in on this little connivance? I'll even sweeten the pot for you. Bring me the stuff we're missing, and I'll get you a sand wall at your workshop on the house. Well, for a good price anyway. Great.
Okay.
Well, if it turns out you can help, come find me over at Construction Junction. Then we can start turning that workshop of yours into the home of your dreams. So long as your dreams involve sand walls.
Okay. Interesting. You still got the duck.
Any luck with those materials? Well, no rush, but wouldn't it be nice to have a sand wall before the next sandstorm hits? Assuming it works, of course.
So this, play.
Chat,
learned a new birthday.
Lead the way. Let's construct ourselves a good time.
Huh? I don't know what this means. But now, what? We gotta do stuff? Or does she want to play a game? Can I get out of that and hang out?
Seem kind of flat today. Anything wrong? Sorry. Didn't mean it like that. Well, goodbye.
Oh, okay, so they want to hang out with you. And you can go and do stuff. Different things. Okay, we'll have to try that again a different time. Delivery box. Ooh. Yeah, so we can now commission the guys to get us dregs and scrap, different scrap things. They look a bit dry. We've still got water. Plants withered. Okay. So I have completely forgotten what's next to be done. So this is our glitching cutscene, so I do want to go and try that at some point. This is a cutscene that will get us killed, so we're not going up there just yet, or probably for a little while. Anything else? Just that ranch. Right, so missions. What are we trying to do? That's the jute seeds we need. Are we up? Did we upgrade the station? Yes, we now have our new station. So we should be able to do our quality machine for tea. Should have everything. Do we have everything? No microchip. Oh, that's what we were doing. We'd run out of microchips. Right, okay, that's the telescope. Recipe for fun. Sandacuda, I don't know where to get those. Cable guy, collect materials. Mysterious box, build a time capsule. Collect materials. Switchboard. Okay, let's do those. So, right, I'll sort out what I need for all these. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. So this is a civil grinder. Work Q2. Oh, Q capacity, fuel consumption. So this should be an upgraded grinder. Yes. Fab, which we need for this. And we have 2 Qs. So those. Okay, do these have 2 Qs? Oh, it does have 2 Qs. Interesting. We don't have enough stuff though. Oh, and this has 2 Qs. Does this have 2 Qs? It does. So we need more bronze. They're doing it... No, they do it afterwards. But I get 2 Qs. Okay. So we are going to quickly save. And then head to the glitched cutscene. See if it works. If not, then it's easy enough to backtrack.
Not bad. These sketches, the minutiae of detail. I mean, hey, what's up? It's not what you think, really. It was just a drawing. You have to let me explain. Truly, think of how many conflicts and stories could have been avoided altogether if the protagonist simply stuck around and listened when someone says, "Let me explain." So, this is just a drawing of a model meant to show off some clothing ideas. Yes, it's Amira. No, I didn't draw them. And yes, she wanted to be involved. I'm a stand-up guy. You know that? And so is Pablo. Uh-oh. Did I say Pablo? I think what I was saying is, I'm a stand-up guy, and so is Pablo. Lots of people. All right, fine. I'll come clean. Pablo asked me not to tell anyone, but No point in hiding it now. He drew up these wonderful designs for clothing and then buried his sketchbook in the sand. He says his dream is to be a fashion designer. And I don't really have a plan yet, but I just had to dig them up.
Please tell me you just wanted to recreate your childhood sandbox experience and you're not seriously digging up my... Ah, you are here as well, I see. I see you've managed to keep your mouth shut for all of 10 seconds, Ernest. Bravo. Drat. I wonder if the darling Vivi would find it too macabre to sew a zipper to your mouth.
Yikes. Look, it was an accident. And you were just on the way to somewhere else, weren't you?
Seems a bit off the beaten path to me. What luck? Yes, let's talk about luck, shall we? You like spilling secrets. Why don't you try your luck as a 2-bit paparazzi for some trashy Ataran rag? By the way, I read your article in Kids today and it was puerile.
Puerile? What's puerile mean? I presume he's insulting him? Right, puerile. Childish, silly, and immature. A puerile argument. Okay. So an article about kids were silly and immature. Okay. I don't know whether that's an insult or not.
Yes, apologies. I do have a tendency to lash out.
Thanks for your concern, but this is just kind of how we talk to each other. The way Pablo just rolls these snappy insults off the cuff, it's so impressive. I don't even take offense. I mean, if I could learn to write stuff like that for my characters, I think my next book could really make waves.
Beware, for when waves are made, the friendship may soon capsize.
See? It's stuff like that that makes me want to endure pretty much any amount of scathing critique.
Forgive me, Ernest. My impulses have gotten the better of me. But make no mistake, my decision to bury these drawings was not one of whim, but of careful consideration.
Back at his studio, he seemed absolutely adamant. But it seems he's already letting his guard a bit. I think me being here is probably not helping. Why don't you try talking to him? Well, I hate to cut our little run-in short, but I'm not feeling so well. How long can you leave yak milk out? Looks to be less than 24 hours. Oh, hey, I guess if Pablo doesn't want his sketches, you can have them. Here!
Yes, I'm feeling a bit ill as well. From your sickening performance, Ernest. Indeed. Claims to have an upset stomach, runs off like it's the 100-meter dash. At least limp a little, Ernest. I suppose he just whispered something infantile into your ear. Don't let Pablo give up on his dreams. I'm a little baby. Last part was ad-lib. He is young, naive, blind to the ways of the world, and he has everything given to him on a glitzy silver spoon. You think I would just give up on my dreams at the drop of a hat? No, only after being dragged through the dirt. Look around you. This town is a wasteland, covered in trash and dust. This town is drying up, and with it, the last ounce of culture these people have ever known. A few of them don't even bathe properly, and that's one thing I don't need to gossip about. No, you'll know who they are. You can smell them. When life is on the line, when every day is a struggle, when each and every one of these yokels is wondering where their next meal is going to come from, there is no space for art, no place for beauty, no time for dreams. Thank you. Each time I hear such words, it gives my heart hope. And yet, with only a second thought, these hopes are again dashed to bits. Let me pose you a question. The drawings you saw just now, would you pay for such attire? Really? Huh. Well, you're not just being contrarian, are you?
Contrarian. Right, why do they use such big words? Did you learn something in this game? Contrarian. person who opposes or rejects popular opinion, especially in stock exchange dealings. Opposing or rejecting popular opinion or current practice. Okay.
Heidi, Amira, Ernest, these are my admirers. Yes, it would be my honor to enhance their outfits. I could decorate them from their braided heads to their stilettos. Alas. Well, if you really like it, I suppose that means I have supporters from Atara, Sandrock, Barnarock, and now Highwind? I do wish the lovely Amira could have been from somewhere other than Barnarock, but nevertheless, it could be said that I have quite the national appeal, no? All right, darling, perhaps you've made something of a point. If, and this is a big if Sandrock were to become a more popular travel destination, mayhaps there truly may be a chance. A brand, a penthouse studio, a fashion show. Thank you. I await the day I can rally the call. Our discussion has been most enlightening. Let us speak more of this at a later date. Goodbye.
Well, I like that cutscene, at the very least. I'm not too sure how I feel about Pablo, though. But obviously we had the new bridge in the background, so I'm wondering if that was part of the glitch, maybe? If, oh, I'm stuck. If, you're supposed to have it in the background, maybe I managed to unlock it earlier than expected. So essentially, iron wire, we need that. So essentially we're just waiting for things to be done, and I need more bronze, which I think is what we were grinding in the last episode. So we are going to well, I say me. I'm going to do a few commissions and then spend time bronze mining. Well, it's not bronze mining, is it? Tin mining. And then we'll move on to tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a lot more stuff done by then. So I will see you in a little bit. The mysterious man has appeared. So I got plenty of tin, and we have everything for our recipe for fun for our main quest. All the items for that, so at least we can do that today. So let's check our mail from Nia. You'll never guess what I found. I was helping your ma clean out your room the other day, since you never come and visit or anything, and found an old photo album. We were in stitches, honestly. There's so many embarrassing photos of you from when you were young. You looked really goofy for a while. I also found that one of me at my birthday. It's hilarious. We were real young, and you'd brought me this huge donut for my birthday. Tried to eat it and, well, take a look at the photo. You remember when we used to climb the trees? You were so annoying. You always were so terrible at climbing. You'd fall out all the time. I remember you'd always go crying home to your ma, but we'd try and pretend we weren't climbing trees, so you'd always make up some weird excuse. Looking back on it, I think they always knew. You know, it's funny thinking back on all these memories. It makes me think of when you used to talk about your dreams. You were always so driven. I wasn't really that surprised when you headed off to make sandcastles in the desert. I kind of want to see what kind of things you've made over there, actually. But you've got all kinds of weird contraptions. Well, I guess that's it for today. Told you, didn't I? Not a single complaint this time. P.S. If you show anyone that photo, I won't forgive you. P.P.S. I mean it. Friend forever. Photo's hilarious. I'm going to show everyone. Hey, I didn't cry. I always wanted to be a builder. Replied. That is a huge donut. It's like a donut cake, isn't it? Mars reply. Dear Nova, oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. You know, your grandmother took 5th place in the Free Cities games for archery, so there is greatness in our genes. Not that that matters. Everyone has greatness in them, but your grandma would be proud of you. Nice to know. Right. Let's build this contraption, shall we? What are we building? Sandrunning kiosk. Assemble. Sign up here. Pick up. A kiosk with a sign informing customers where to queue up for Katori's sand sledding game. Nothing tells you you're in for a good time better than a snazzy looking kiosk. Fabulous. So install the Sandrunning decorations. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way out there. Okay. Do we run or take the kiosk? 700 meters. We'll run it. I think it only takes half an hour on the Yakmel thing. So, but I think this trip is exactly half an hour off your day. But of course it doesn't take the 2 minutes to get there to run. Right, so that's about half an hour of the day itself. Still more running. What's that sign? Dust? There. Install. Alright.
This looks great. You're legit, builder. And you're gonna love what we do at the Sandrunner Extrava Plaza. I guarantee it.
Extrava Plaza. Well, that's a mouthful.
I'll be in my museum devising plans. I'll make sure this is the best dang attraction this town has ever seen. Check your mailbox. I don't want you missing the opening ceremony.
Okay, ooh, we got some trousers. Froggy Explorer pants. This one. So they're still worse than what I've got. Okay. It's definitely worth me spending all my points on clothes. The events and stuff. Right then, let's see. Missions. So we can make one of those, not another one. We need microchips for that. Still looking for that. Oh, is there a fishing spot out here? So the cable guide, that should be done. Build a time capsule. Those won't be done. That uses the work table, cable guy. Right then, well as I'm out here, I'm just going to get some more plastic waste, as there's a bunch out here. Oh no fuel in the furnace, great. And I bought all the water for today, or for this week. Yep, so it was fuel in the furnace, not water, thankfully. Ooh, level up. So So we need chromium steel bars, but we still haven't got the recipe for that for some reason. So that's the cable guy. Switchboards, we needed to make 2 for that. So that's to build. So fortitude, does that say? Fortress of Sanditude, there we go. And we need bronze bars, it should be here. Or bronze sticks, oh, and we need all that hardwood. Okay, so I've got to do that gathering a bit later. So let's give in the cable guy, shall we? What was this one? Iron Chef Free City's Mysterious Man. Well, we can find him then. Here he is.
How fortunate of us to have crossed paths. It just so happens that you're my first customer of the day. Tell me, how's your brother doing?
Brother? Do I have a brother?
Perfect. That reminds me. I'm looking for someone to cooperate with on a little side gig of mine. If you're the right person for the job, there could be a lot of profit to be made. Want to hear my offer?
Sure.
You know of cooking, right? Basically, it's building with food. Hence my interest in working with you. No need to find a professional chef. That'll be too pricey.
I always thought it was art with food. Building with food. I suppose it's the same thing.
Anyway, I was traveling through Seaside, and I picked up a few of their signature peppers. They range from the super spicy, to the hyper numbing, to the ultra pungent. All uniquely delicious, borderline nutritious, and go well with just about any dish. And by any dish, in this case, I mean noodles. As something of a noodle connoisseur myself, I have a keen nose for what makes them pop. My thoughts are that these peppers may very well hold the key to reaching noodle nirvana. But why stop at just filling our stomachs when we could fill our wallets as well? I'm sure that once someone creates the dish I have in mind, people will be lining up for decades just to get one whiff of them. Me? Oh, I don't cook. Which brings me to my point. You have a cooking station. That makes you as qualified as anyone. Once you get the dish right, I'll sell the recipe all around the free cities. We'll do it real fair, real amicable-like. Nice and square, 70-30. Well, someone's acting shrewd. I tell you what, I'm in a good mood today, and I like your backbone. 50-50 it is. I'll concede a bit and give you my peppers, but don't think my first offer wasn't fair now. Good, it's a deal then. Now, my only hope is that you might succeed where others have failed. For this dish, let me be as precise as possible. You'll first need a bone broth as the base, and the noodles should be handmade with flour. Before boiling them, you'll need to add some leafy vegetables, as well as some seasoned fresh meat. Then, it's time to add my seaside peppers. I've blended 18 peppers and spices together to make my own secret seasoning. My senses are tingling just thinking about it. Builder, if you pull this off, we'll become a part of culinary history. In any case, you'd best figure this out in the next 3 days. You know how I roll, right? Can't stay in any place for more than 3 days. Usually it's 2. I'm doing you a favor here. Plus, there are others out there who can build things with food, you know. Come find me when you've created the dish.
Okay. So, we're gonna need to do that. We'll have a look at it today. It's definitely going to be the main focus of next episode if we can't do it today. Where am I going? cable guy? Well, that's the wrong way then. Gotta go this way round. I've got to go up here, round this way. Chest. 100 gold. Okay, so it wasn't this way then. How do I get that way? How do I get over there? Maybe I have got to go this way. Banjo! Every time I see a banjo, it makes me think of Banjo and Kazooie. Not that I've ever played the game. Huh. Oh, I have to fix it. Okay. Fix it. Oh. I now don't have enough copper wire. Because I used them on the switchboard. Okay. I wish it says reinforce the cable, but I now don't have enough stuff. Right, I head back. I'm doing it the quick way. 8 gold, 11 minutes. So I'd got the copper wire. It was, I'd made it. It was just on the machine still. Great work, Nova. This looks much sturdier than before. Now, come now, Burgess. We gotta place the finishing touches before the couple shows up. Oh yes, it was their date, wasn't it? Wow. That's not just finishing touches. Oh, he's not here yet, huh? Oh, Riri, why are you here? Where's Burgess? He said there was a water emergency. Dan, I don't know. Alvio told me to meet him here. He was super vague about why, though. There's a note here on the door. Press me.
Wow.
Those guys, they're so sweet. So, shall we? Ooh, what's that? Look at the view. Happy anniversary, Dan. Happy anniversary, Riri. We should come here often. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a job well done. There's nothing greater than a couple in love. As my pa always says, just two people in love, it can move the sky.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nova. We all did a wonderful thing here today. And hey, maybe you can take that special someone here soon too. Well, I guess I'd better get back. X isn't going to be happy watching the shop for too long. I need to file a complaint against myself for misreporting a water emergency as well as abusing my position, all in the name of love. Right, where am I? Down here. Move. It is, they did put a lot of effort into it though, I must admit. Ride the tram cart, 25 gold. Okay, so if you're at the top it makes it easier to get over there, I suppose then. Right then, missions. We've got to check this one. So I need noodles, handmade noodles, meat, boil a pot of bone soup base, and add some green vegetables. It should be delicious. Alfalfa. So we have flour, meat, rib meats, alfalfa. I'm probably not saying that right at all. Alfalfa. Alfalfa? So let's head to the Blue Moon Saloon then. And see if they sell it. I'm presuming that's the bone broth. We're supposed to get recipes as well, aren't we? I think. So let's see. Eel, avocado, wheat bun, veggie stir fry, hen holder, tea leaf, alfalfa. There we go. By the stairs. Blue Moon to go. Okay. So we can only buy it. Yeah, so we can only buy it. We can't get it from anywhere else. Okay, so we have the one thing we need. Let's go and cook this up then. So hopefully next episode we will get the opening ceremony for the sand sledding. And we'll get to try that. High wind fried rice. Right, so what do I do? Research the recipe. Drool with joy noodles. So have I got to manually do this? In a cooking pot? Right, so what do we want? Flour, meat, red meat. Okay. So we want flour, meat, rib meat, alfalfa, and seasonings. Oh, cooking pot. Drool with joy noodles, fabulous. So minimum damage and maximum damage plus 12%, lasts for 30 seconds. Handmade noodles with a dash of secret spices and tender meat, all added to a pot of delicious broth. You might line up for a decade or so just to get one with. Okay, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was. I thought we were actually going to have to do it in the order that he gave us. Thankfully not. Right, let's give this in.
Mmm, the savory broth. I can feel it in my joints. Is that yak mill I taste? Excellent choice. Oh, and the noodles are so fresh. And the veggies really balance out the spice. Even my wife would love this, and she's... Whoop! Noodles almost made me spill the beans. Builder, you've done it. This dish is exquisite. I'm going to take this across the free cities. I surmise that the demand will be high. Gosh, you don't know how many other people I went through trying to get this recipe right. But you're the one. The one who can bend noodles to your very will. I think I'll call them Chaji Malatono de le Pleasantatious Man. That's Sea-Scion for makes you drool with joy. Because they make me drool, I'm gonna trademark that.
That's a bit like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, isn't it? It's definitely long enough to be that, similar to that.
Anyway, I'm going to start talking to restaurant owners in other cities. Meanwhile, feel free to start selling the recipe around here in Sandrock. Maybe you can work something out with that saloon guy. What's his name? Joe? Just don't sell the recipe for anything less than 200 golds. Got me? Okay, we're pals now, so I'm gonna share with you a couple tricks of the trade. First rule of making a deal,
You gotta ease into it. Don't just strike straight at the heart of the matter. Ask them about their family or something. Remember how I did? Second rule. Always let them know you've got other options. Make them desperate. That's all. I'll be on my way. I'll send you any profit share later.
Cool. A hard bargain. Well, we may as well carry on before I forget the order in which I'm supposed to do this conversation.
Howdy.
Nova, got something on your mind? Now, how are things with you? Yeah, I want to celebrate. No. How's your brother? I don't have a brother.
What?
Getting into you. Oh, I get it. This must be some hip new way of asking someone how they're doing. See, I'm still pretty with it, despite what Grace might tell you. How am I doing? Let me think. Well, actually, we're in a bit of a slump lately. I think people are getting tired of the same old recipes. The Blue Moon special's not so special anymore, I guess you could say.
Yep.
I've been back in the kitchen trying to cook up something new and exciting, but so far it's been a no-go. If only there was someone out there, someone who could bring me the spark of innovation back to my menu. Hey, speaking of which, you got that cooking station not long ago, right? How's that going? Need any tips? I've been remaking common dishes. I have a recipe to sell you, in fact. Just trying not to start fires. See ya. Make them desperate. Make them desperate? Oh yeah, straight to the point. Alright, let's hear it. So, when do you start cooking up your own recipes? Could you... What? I don't know about that name. Zisan, you say? Oh well, it's your recipe, I guess. I hope you can at least tell me it tastes better than it sounds. Noodles? I don't know. I already got spaghetti. People can pronounce that. It's fun to say even. Spaghetti. Try it sometime when you're feeling down.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'll pass. Thanks for the offer though. You should keep cooking. Maybe we can work on something together sometime. Oh. Okay.
Howdy.
Okay, so that wasn't. So, how's your brother?
What? Yep.
Right, let's skip through this. Remaking common dishes then. Oh yeah? Could be onto something. Everybody likes bread and rice and stuff. If you had some way to spice up the classics, yeah. It could be just the thing I need. Well, don't leave me hanging. Surely you're not just spitballing. You've got something in mind, I can tell. Come on, Nova, enough with the suspense. I can hear about your secret recipe. Special blend of 18 sea sand peppers. I gotta admit that sounds pretty hot. I didn't even know they had that many kind of peppers. Alright, what else? How'd you make it? The blend comes from the mysterious man? I see how it is. You can't just give away a recipe like that. Alright, Nova, make an offer. How much for your Drool with Joy recipe? You drive a hard bargain, but, well, I think I'd better taste it first. Although, I might be able to guess all the ingredients. Maybe that's not fair. But 200 goals for a noodle dish? I should take some time to think it over. Mabel thought 200 was fine. She did, huh? Mabel. She was a fine enough lady, but I can't really stand the idea of being out-noodled by anyone, no matter how much I'd like them. Tell you what, since everyone's after this recipe, how about I pay you double? But only if you promise to keep the Drool with Joy noodles a Blue Moon exclusive in Sandrock. Deal? Yes. Well, pleasure doing business with you, Nova. It seems the student that became the master, and in such a short time too. You get time, could you maybe share some pointers with Grace? In any case, I'll try out your recipe soon and let you know what I think. Thanks a lot. Fabulous. Mission complete. Right then. So we will leave this episode here for today. I'm gonna go and chop some hardwood to try and get this Fortress of Sanditude done. And then we'll start the next episode at the start of tomorrow. So, if you liked the video, please do all the things, like, subscribe, comment, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye!